Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to another heartfelt story. Today, we dive into the life of a young woman whose dream of a perfect marriage leads her down an unexpected path of love, betrayal, and heartbreak. Let's begin. Sophie had always dreamed of getting married since she was in school. Her mother wanted the same for her. No man ever stayed with Sophie's mother for more than 6 months. This made her mother very sad, so she taught her daughter that the best thing in life was a good marriage. Since she was a child, Sophie listened to her mother's talks about how important it is to get married. Her mother said, "If you take care of your husband, you will live a happy life." Sophie was young and believed every word. So when James asked her to marry him at 19, she felt very happy. She thought this was the best moment of her life. James was only a little older, 24. He had met Sophie on a park bench, where she sat crying and trying to clean her paint-covered jeans. They fell in love quickly. When they told everyone they were getting married, nobody was surprised. Everyone expected it. Soon, Sophie had 2 children and became a full-time mother. James was very happy. Sophie did everything for him. Even when she was tired, she tried to be the perfect wife, just like her mother said. There was always hot, tasty food ready when James came home. The children kissed their father goodnight, and then Sophie and James would go to their room. James told his friends and workmates how wonderful his wife was. He called her his better half. Other men were jealous. Their wives only complained. Sophie gave love and warmth. When their son turned 5 and their daughter was 3, Sophie had a chance to work again. But she needed more training. She had a degree in economics and had worked for only 6 months before having children. After 5 years at home with kids, she really wanted to go out and work again. She never said it, but Sophie was tired of family life. She was tired of cleaning, wiping noses, and styling for James when she came home. In secret, she watched her old school friends living fun lives, going to parties, and meeting people. But Sophie's world was small. She only met other moms and stayed home with her kids and husband. She didn't tell James, but she joined a training course to get ready for work. There she met Liam, the teacher. Sophie liked him right away. He was tall and good-looking. Liam also noticed her. She sat in the front and listened closely to everything he said. After class, he waited for her outside and started talking to her. It was a Friday. All weekend, Sophie could not stop thinking about Liam. Soon they started an affair. Sophie fell deeply in love. She forgot about James and the kids sometimes. One day, she forgot to make dinner. James came home and found the table empty, only some candy on it. He was shocked. Sophie had spent the whole day chatting with Liam. She told James she had a bad headache. It was the first warning sign. 3 weeks later, their son got sick. Sophie had to tell James about the course. He was angry but said okay. He asked his mother to help with the children. While his mother watched the kids, Sophie spent time in Liam's arms. But James saw changes in Sophie. She skipped meals, slept late, and didn't help him get ready for work. They hadn't been close in bed for a long time. James started getting angry. He was not happy anymore. For the first time, Sophie and James began fighting. "I don't want you to work," he yelled one day. "I'm not your property," she yelled back. Their house had never heard such things before. They used to feel sorry for couples who fought. Now they were one of those couples. Their life, which once looked perfect, was falling apart. As the course was ending, Liam and Sophie knew it would be hard to see each other. Sophie spoke about leaving James, but Liam didn't say much, so she stopped talking about it. Deep inside, she knew she couldn't ask Liam for much. They were just lovers. She didn't even know much about his life. Maybe he had a wife and kids too. She didn't want to go back to her old life with James. She didn't love him anymore. But she couldn't leave him either. She needed help raising the kids. Doing it alone was too hard. Then something unexpected happened. Sophie found out she was pregnant. She didn't know until it was too late. Before starting her new job, she went for a checkup. The doctor told her she was going to have a baby. Sophie fainted in the chair. When she woke up, she was told she could not end the pregnancy. She cried in the hallway for hours. She was scared. She felt the baby was not James's. For days, she thought about how to tell both men. But she didn't need to. Fate did it for her. After coming back from the hospital, she put the ultrasound paper in a drawer with other things. James never looked in there. But after a big fight, he didn't want to talk to her, so he opened the drawer himself. He found the ultrasound paper. At first he smiled. He thought it was an old picture of their son or daughter. But then he saw the date. He froze. He went straight to Sophie and showed her the paper. "What is this?" he asked. Sophie's eyes filled with tears. She was very scared. I'm pregnant," she said softly. James smiled, picked her up, hugged her. He said kind words. But Sophie cried harder. Suddenly she shouted, "He's not yours. I don't love you." She pushed away and fell onto the couch, crying. James didn't understand at first. But then it hit him. He got very angry. He picked up a knife, then dropped it and hit the wall with his fist. "Who?" he screamed. That night, Sophie told him everything. James packed his bags and left. Later she told Liam too. But when he heard about the baby, he became cold. "I won't take this baby. Sophie, I already have a family. I don't need yours. Go back to your husband. Raise the baby yourself." Her heart broke. She never thought Liam would say that. Both men had left her. Her worst fear had come true. She was alone with 3 children. She felt angry, sad, and hopeless. She never thought her life would end like this. James helped with the kids a little, but not much. After the divorce, even her mother stopped talking to her. Every night, she came home from work tired, lay on her bed, and cried. One short love had destroyed everything. Her happy life was gone. She was left in the dark, all alone. And that's the end of Sophie's story, dear listeners. A tale of dreams, choices, and consequences that leaves us all thinking. What would you have done in her place? Join us next time for another moving story, and keep listening.